What up? Hope everyone's having a good day. Happy winter solstice. Just want to share a quick thought. I've been noticing, especially in this last since post election, that there's these like social media influencers that they garnered a following, portraying themselves or giving a lot of commentary that's pro working class. I guess you can say more kind of like socialist, critique of capitalism, critique of white supremacy, critique of Trump and Elon Musk, oligarchs and what have you, right? Um, things that are kind of righteous in terms of balancing the equations of power, right? And I won't say a victim of this too, but I noticed that once the elections, got the results, with the so-called right-wing wave or whatever, um, a lot of these social media people, influencers that I was following, that I was really digging a lot of their posts, but it was a little fishy because it kind of came out of nowhere type of thing. And um, I guess all that to say, after the election, now they're starting to switch up their messaging. Uh, and I can catch, I'm very good at catching subtleties in messaging, right? The implications of it, right? And so a lot of these people that I've been following who pop themselves as like these kind of like, conscious, righteous, working class, type of advocates, they're starting to implement these more right wing messaging into their posts now, and some of them even going as far as totally like diverting, like switch up and start like promoting the people that they were critiquing, right? Like there's one thing on Twitter, and this guy would make really good critiques about Elon Musk, right? Legit, like real stuff, good, accurate critiques, and all of a sudden now he's kind of like playing like, well, now we should support him type sentiments, and uh, but there's other people like that switching up their messaging, and I'm confident that that's like it's a bigger strategy to get people to portray themselves as these use like the left, so-called left or more righteous working class messaging, and then switch up and start promoting the right wing in under the guise of like, oh yeah, let's be diplomatic and flexible or whatever the case. You know what I mean? So I noticed at least about three or four of these people who I was following who had really good critiques, and now they switched up, and not completely, but I can see where their messaging is going, what it's lending itself to, right? And I don't know, maybe I'll get some examples later on, but I just want people to be aware of that. Watch out for people, make sure, try to be mindful of the people that you're following and the messaging and people you're supporting, and look into their background, look into their consistency. Not that people can't change and whatever too, but anybody switching up, they need to prove themselves, right? Look at people's records, where they come from, look into their background, right? And yeah, just be careful out there, man. Media and propaganda could be very very useful, and propaganda has like a negative connotation, but my understanding is that originally it was meant to be a positive way of disseminating information, right? But of course, you got white supremacy, capitalists, people who dominate the media, who own these social media companies and what have you. So they're obviously trying to do what they can to manipulate the masses, right? And yeah, just be careful. Look into people's history, and you got to do your due diligence, and be mindful of the psychological manipulative persuasion tactics being used on you, because you're getting a lot of y'all getting duped. And if it happened to me, and I said this things I study, and I feel like I'm on top of this shit, and I get suckered every once in a while too. So I know a lot of you out there who don't study, who don't even consider that stuff, are getting probably even duped even more. So don't be a sucker. Peace.